Alright, still in Virginia Beach, and hit the one great store that I just showed, and found another store. It's kind of like a head shop with some records in it, and for the most part a waste of time, but did grab two things. Dream So Real, Rough Night in Jericho. Never seen this, heard it, or anything, so grab that. And grab this because I'm kind of thinking this might be a little hard to find. It's Adam and the Ants, Dirk Wears White Socks. I don't think this was released this way in the US. It's their first album. So, and this is an import from the UK. So grab that. And I like Adam and the Ants early stuff. And that's it from Virginia Beach. We left Virginia Beach yesterday and come up through Richmond, and Richmond I found like I don't know, 6 shops listed on the internet. I made it to 2 and I'm like, that's it, done. I can't go to any more, just too much. Spent too much already before I even got to Richmond, and but it was great stuff. So here's the 2 shops I did go to other than these 2. Tried to go to a shop in around Williamsburg, Virginia, and shop's no longer there, closed down. I'd been there about 5 years ago, I guess. But right next door was a thrift store, so I went in there. I found this for $1. Just looks interesting. Billy Price and the Keystone Rhythm Band. It was a band out of Pittsburgh in 1982. Indie press thing for $1. I figured I'd give that a shot. And a Goodwill right across the street, I found a kid glove for $1. It's I don't know what's his name, Sabo. Can't remember the dude's name, but he had some other albums. He was in another band. I'm totally drawing a blank. Anyways, so we got into Richmond. Went to this little shop like in a neighborhood, with these old houses, and right on the corner with all these old houses around it, in this building is this little punk shop. 75% punk and a little bit of metal thrown in and some other oddball stuff. And fantastic prices, man. Tons of used punk. A lot of it I don't know. I know the earlier stuff, but some new stuff that looked kind of cool to me. So some blind buys in here for like $5. So, found a couple kind of metal things. First one is Premonition, and this is Scott Wino from St. Vitus and Spirit Caravan and all that. And I've never heard this. It's come out in 2011. It's newer, but $10. I figured, try that. It's brand new mint. Then I found Dead Brain Cells, old metal on Combat. And this was the most expensive thing I found there. I was like 17. Everything else was killer price. Slaughterhouse Face Reality sealed on metal blade. And then some of the punk stuff, Ben Weasel from Screeching Weasel. I like them, so. The Brain That Wouldn't Die. It's like $5. Very, I'm assuming, everything I've heard by him is always Ramon sounding, so. And this looked really cool. The Waldos, and it has Walter Lure from the Heartbreakers. With, Johnny Thunders. I'm not sure how old or anything. Said there's only 1,000 pressing of this. It looks newer, about $6, and it's sealed, brand new. DOA, Let's Wreck the Party. Canadian punk, if I remember right. And Los Rosillos and I need to look into this. I'm not sure if this is the Rosillos or a band called Lost Rosillos or what it is. But it looks newer. And I do like the Rosillos. What else were they? Rovillos or something. They had a different name also. The Riffs. Just looks cool, kind of snotty punk, you know. For $5, I'll check it out. The Riffs Dead End Dream. $3. The Hellbenders Pop Rock Suicide. $3, you know. This is some 99. Checking out some punk. And the Dirty Sweets Bubblegum Damage. This one was $4. And let me flip the record. Alright, so we went to the first shop in Richmond and asked him what's the best other shop to check out. And he gave me the name of the shop that I didn't even have on my list. So we headed there, and that was the last one I went to because it was like, I'm done, I can't do any of this. And cool shop, just really eclectic, lots of different stuff, new stuff, old stuff, and did pretty good. Found another Valiant 4, our own Masters. This looks brand new, I think this year, 2013. Check those guys out. I found this. I have an original of this, but here's a reissue for $9. Masters of Reality. It's a gatefold and all that. I'm not sure when it came out. Last year, 2012. We originally had like $20 on it. We got it for $9. Original Hyrax, Hate, Fear, and Power, still sealed on Metal Blade. Rage, Execution Guaranteed, still sealed. This one, Noise, 1987. It's just marker on the cellophane. And I've never seen this, Uriah Heep, the best of. Just a best of on bronze for $3 if I have that. And this looked really cool, and I've listened to the first side so far, and this is great. It's like late 70s punk, UK stuff. The Agents, Everybody's Gonna Be Happy. 81, I'm sorry, early 80s. It's on X Records out of Germany. This is really good so far. Check it out. And this was like perfect condition. Rush, Brace Under Pressure, so I had to grab it cheap. Blind by the Roulettes. So it's going to be AOR-ish kind of stuff. Here is it. 1981. Brewberger Brothers, greetings from Reading, PA. This is something from like 77, early punk, I think. And somebody reissued it in 2011. And this is I think I paid $7. You have like a big thing of half price stuff, 50% off stuff. And the Scabs, no idea what this is going to be like. This is another like $7 deal. They're blind by. Looks very cool. Looks like I'm thinking it's old. Yep, 77, 78. So it's more like reissue kind of stuff. Okay, also in there, and that's pretty much it for the vinyl or the albums. Also in there. Wife's looking around, killing time while I'm digging, And she comes over, and I saw this on the back wall, but I just assumed they wanted way too much, you know. And she goes, check this out. And brings it over, and it's the Pink Floyd Record Store Day singles box set. And I'm like, yeah, what do they want for it? She's like, $15. I'm like, holy crap. Because I think this was like $40 when it come out, or maybe even 50 or something. So I grabbed that. I mean, mainly for her. She's a huge Pink Floyd fan. But I went over and they had more laying over there. Found the Doors one, the Record Store Day one. It's like there was only 4,000 of these for $10. Same deal with the T-Rex. $10. Yeah, I never picked these things up because they weren't so much for them on Record Store Day. It's like, you know, but for $10, yeah, I'll grab it. And then I looked around, like, just to check these guys out. The Ravenettes single for $1. One of those newer bands I just haven't checked out. Same with this Black Rebel Motorcycle Club. Heard people talk about them a lot. It was $1. So, all right. That's it. It was a huge haul and had a great time. And, yeah, the whole week I'm texting with George and LJ and Fitzy and just, you know, hey, I'm finding this and you need this and blah blah blah. It was fun out digging. So that's it from the vacation run. When I got home, had stuff waiting. It's like, man, this is just like final overload. So let me grab those and we'll show you those real quick. Just do it all here in one video. Alright, we got back late last night, like I said, and had a bunch of packages waiting. It's like, hell yeah, man, it just keeps coming. Got some BCLT from Brother George, man. So cool, thank you very much. George showed this in a video, and I commented, man, if you find another one of those, let me know. Found it where it works. And he did. So he sent me a copy. It's Hollywood. And this is the dudes from the Rods. Still sealed. And I've been looking for this for a while, man, so I totally appreciate this. And you know, mint, still sealed, what do you want? It's great. Thanks, man. And did find something for George. That'll be going out in the mail soon. You can show it. Found it on the trip. So, alright, also ran into a bunch of cheap stuff on Amazon, just on there looking around, and it's all from Amazon. It wasn't like other dealers or anything. They just had cheap vinyl on there for some reason. So I grabbed Whitesnake Live at Donington 1990. This is a 3-album set. And they had it for $12. And that's what got me looking around. I was like, well, what else do they have on sale? And yeah, happy as hell to get that. I got the first volume, so I wanted to grab the second volume. Motorhead, The World Is Ours, Volume 2, you know, live. 2-album set. I think this was like 14 or 15. Pretty good price. And I grabbed the Ryan Adams just for hell of it, because this was like mega cheap. Easy Tagger. It's not in, it's an orange vinyl. It's not in the regular cover, but still. I'm thinking this was like $7. 6 or 7. And I do like Ryan Adams, so. And I already have this, but I grabbed the second one for $9.99, I think. Kiss Monster. Keep one sealed. Just for $10. I think I paid 20 or so for my one I already had. And just on a whim, this was also $7, I think $6.99 or something. Hole, Nobody's Daughter. I'm not a huge Hole fan, but yeah, I was just bought it on a whim. And desperately looking for this on vinyl, so I went ahead and got the CD for now. I just found this band last week. It's Mammoth Volume 3 from Australia. And I've checked out some stuff on YouTube. They got a video on there. And wow, just a great, metal, whatever you want to call them. They're just killer band. So I gotta find some more stuff. I think they had an EP and another full length, and then this one came out last year. But I'm trying to find this on vinyl. If anybody knows, let me know. That it isn't $50 or $40, whatever. So that's it. This was a huge week, and like I said, I've been saving up for this week, so I went way overboard. So I probably won't be out digging for a long time to come. But I'm happy. I got a ton of crap to listen to, and I'll be spinning this shit for the next couple months. So, alright man, I got to get caught up on the VC. I haven't seen any videos, maybe one or two that I could get on my phone when I had good connection. And see what everybody's been up to, and I hope everybody's had a good week. Coming into a weekend here, and everybody's out digging. I won't be. I'll be spinning. So, alright, thanks for everybody for watching this long-ass video. I appreciate it. Leave some comments and whatever. Tell me I'm out of my mind. I bought way too much, and I understand. But I had fun. Alright, everybody have a good weekend. Talk to everybody later.